Put a little farther in to go. Give people a chance to get notified. All praises, Chief Indigo. 24,000. That is all praises to the Most High.
Time for dedication, uniting all the nations. They go busted out for patience. Cooking pizza, having aprons. Angelic in my cadence.
Great seeing you, Yusef Yisrael. Great seeing you, Brother Slide.
God been waiting. Initiating stations. Periods, rising vibrations. Open up your heart to my love right now. Call with some names, how to bring my crown. Don't believe it's water, non-believers must drown. Don't need a Bentley, cause my tribe was bound. Been hated on since the king touched down. Everything you owe us, you must bring us down.
Great seeing you, Sandra Lee. Great seeing you, Sister Lisa. Thank you, Julius Lovejoy. Yes, you did. You caught alive, Dr. Sharon. Grand Rising family. Thank you again, Father Indigo, for that great music right there. I saw that too, up to about 24,000 views. That is absolutely amazing to see. And the transfer is here. The switch is here. And these other nations are fighting it tooth and nail. This is why you have these slogans of "Make America Great Again." You have these Christians like Pastor Mitchell talking about, I'm sick and tired of putting things like a revival, on the same lessons we've have over and over again. See, there is not going to be any making America great again or any hopes of a revival unless you pretty much destroy the Israelite movement. The only way that your churches were elevated and the only way that America was great for you was when the Most High put the Israelites down at the bottom. When the Most High took us out of the equation. That is the only way that you were able to enjoy these lands, have your countries, and do all the things that you've been able to enjoy. Now, the fact that we have been awakened again, we are standing up again, we are an exceedingly great army once again. That is what we are, and you are going to, in order for you to be able to get the blessings that you want, you would have to destroy our knowledge and understanding. The physical destruction is not even an option. That is not what this is about. This is a spiritual battle. This is a spiritual confrontation that is happening every single day. See, you guys never got your knives or your swords sharpened spiritually. You see, that's all you guys are dependent upon is your military might and everything else, which is fleeting, which is it's short-lived. The spirit realm and a spiritual understanding, all things of the spirit, is what is eternal. And you guys have not even begun to get ready for that. We have angels and spirits that are unleashed all over this place. The only reason you were able to get away with the things you did was because the Most High told our angels to stand down. Told our angels and our spirits to just observe. And that was it. Because we had to go through our time at being at the bottom. And he had to give your time of being at the top to see what you would do, okay? And that's exactly what he's done. Now, see, you're trying to hide this spiritual awakening. Now, watch. Let me explain to you guys how, because we've been seeing all these videos, and they were talking about a lot of the Latinos wanting the black people to help them. They want a lot of the black people now to go and help them. And then what do they say? We did help you. We voted for Kamala. Like 90+% of our women voted for Kamala. Like 80-something% of the men voted for Kamala. So therefore, that was our help to you. Now let me show you how off these people are. It wasn't the 90% of our people that voted for you that was the help. It was the ones that told you not to participate. Those were the ones. So you don't hear them talking about the ones that did not participate. That is why this is over. It has nothing to do with, because you guys voted against your own, the Latinos voted against their own best interest by voting for Trump, because he promised you that he was not going to do these things to you. I was watching a couple of videos talking about that. He wasn't going to do this to us. He wasn't going to do that to us. He promised us if we voted for him that he would take care of us. Now, that was your first thing. You already know that, Psalms 83, your head is a liar. You already know that the head of Psalms 83 is a liar, and he's been lying the entire time. He's lied to us. He's broken every single treaty with our people. You are part of that. You watched him break every treaty with our people. You watched him bold-faced lie about who was who. You watched him bold-faced lie about who's Ish, who are the real Israelites. You watched him lie about, for a time, he counted Latinos as white. Then he took them and counted them as Mexicans so he could deport them. Then he changed them again back to white. I mean, he's always lying, right? So it's not like you guys didn't know this, okay? So see, watch all the videos and watch. They're going to try to change it again because now that we're hip to the game. See, you're putting Blastos out there. Oh well, the Blastos are on these. Well, we voted for we voted for Kamala. We voted for her. That was our help for you. Okay, so see, this shows you how the true Israelites were not going to be able to vote for either party and get anything for us as a people. So all you're seeing are these Blastos out here saying, well, we voted for Kamala. Had you voted for us, you know, Trump wouldn't be in office. Okay, so let's go down that little rabbit hole real fast. So if Kamala was going to be president, how would that help the Israelites? It wouldn't have helped at all. All it would have done was continue to give our resources to other vassals. All that was going to happen is if you voted for Kamala, that means Psalms 83 would still be, you know, reaping the benefits of our lands. So that was not an option either. But see, that's all you get from these people. Oh, we helped you by voting for Kamala. Had you voted for Kamala, this wouldn't be happening to you. It'd be other bad things happening to you. Trust me. You see what I'm saying? We did not vote for either of them. And that was the main thing. That is why you are seeing what you're seeing now. That was not the option that Psalms 83 has. Psalms 83 did not have the option to vote for either, because voting for neither would then destroy Psalms 83, which is what we voted for. We voted for the destruction of Psalms 83 by not participating. We voted to keep our power for ourselves. We voted to not give power to either group because either group was going to make sure that Psalms 83 was going to still be on top. That all of the vassals were still going to be getting our resources. And I'm like, hell no. We would be voting for, you know, allowing politicians to make decisions for us who don't have our best intentions at heart. We would be voting to not be fulfilling the scriptures. See, someone was asking about what my shirt was. My shirt right here is, what is it? Baruch 4, around 15, 16, all the way down. You can read that, check it out for yourself. And in Apocrypha, I voted for this. I voted for miserable are the cities that took our children into captivity. Miserable are the cities that pretty much have had a great time at our destruction. I voted for the Most High turning his face back to us and raising us up once again. I voted for terrifying the other nations for seeing us standing up once again as the Most High's chosen people. That is what I voted for. But as you can see, when you watch these videos, all you're seeing is, oh, you shouldn't have voted for, you shouldn't have voted for Trump. You should have voted for Kamala. Because see, that's the way that the Blastos, who have been all part of this system, that they would still get their perks. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not down with that. And neither are you, neither the ones that are here. We're not for that as well. Exactly. Miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoice at thy fall. And me voting, that's what we would have gotten. Now see, this is what you are now, up against. You don't understand the power and the people that you are up against anymore. See, we're not here to, let me go out here and march and do this and do that. In order for the status quo to continue. That is what you guys are all voting for. And that's what you guys are all protesting for. You're protesting in order to keep status quo, which is Psalms 83 on top and the Most High and his people at the bottom. And those times are done. That is why we manifested last month with Pluto. We manifested to become the head once again, and for everyone else who was against us to be the tail. You guys the other nations continuously trying to ignore what we are saying is not helping you whatsoever. So you're not in a position anymore to ignore us. Yeah, I said Trump. I said he's all for. Well, he's being used by the Most High. He's being used by the Most High. I was talking to my son yesterday, and we were talking about that. And I was like, I said a lot of people are seeing all these executive orders, and they think that everything is just random. They think that he's just doing crazy stuff randomly. There is nothing random about what he's doing. He's doing everything that he is instructed to do by the Most High. The guy is not crazy, okay? You guys, just like when we would say things before and you would say that we're crazy, and now it's all coming to pass. When we told you that we are the Most High's chosen people, you told us we were crazy. When we told you that we were the people are the people of the book, we're crazy. When we told you Yahweh was a so-called Negro like us, we're crazy. Right? All of that. Because truth to you, who has been fed nothing but lies, is going to look crazy. You hearing truth is going to sound absolutely crazy. Me telling you that the Catholic Church is a church of Satan, you say we're crazy. Even though, what have they taught you? What have you learned going to your church your whole life? What has besides fear of everything? What else have they taught you? To be fearful of everything. Don't listen to anything. Only listen to us. See, all of those things to you sound crazy, but it's not crazy, because your priests have never proven me wrong. They love to stand up in my position. They love to stand up in the position of being the people of God, which they're not. That's our spot, and we've taken that back now. We are the sons and daughters of the living power. We have that title again. And the Catholic Church and the Christian Church has never taken that away. They've never proven how they are in those positions. But again, all of these things to you sound crazy. You come into America and taking down the original people that would look like me, that were here, sounds crazy. Telling you it's written in the Bible sounds crazy. But if you go read Revelation 6, 8, and on, you'll see that shows you Columbus coming here to the T. That proves that the scriptures is talking about what happened over here. When you came over here in your ships and you took down our people, which is what the Mexican president already just told you, that when they came here, they found so-called Negroes here. See, these are all the things now that you think are crazy. I just heard, I think earlier in Brother Big Levi's video, he was talking about how Elon Musk or whatever else are talking about getting rid of the Department of Education. And that's going to sound just crazy to everybody. But see, the Most High is going to take down all of these things. They're just giving you a little heads up. They're just giving you a little heads up about that, because they're letting you know that education has been pretty much, they've set it up to just give you facts in order to pretty much, Psalms 83 all gets these facts, and they think that it's true, but it's all facts that are going against our people. Talking about, we're just nothing but slaves, that our history started with slavery. We all came from Africa. None of us were here. We barely got here and enslaved in 1619 as if we weren't here before. All those things have been portrayed as just crazy, as the truth. That we had to learn all this European history because you guys think you're all European. So-called white people, which is not true either. I said because before the so-called white Europeans were there, who was there before you? The so-called Negro-looking Europeans. See, everything that you guys, you are getting all of the stuff that we got. We've been working on these things for years. We've been working on this information for years. This, getting comfortable with the fact that we've been lied to about everything. That took us years to to be comfortable with, to digest. So when we start hearing certain things, we don't just quickly dismiss it. You guys, on the other hand, you other nations, you Psalms 83, are now, it's like you already knew this stuff that you've been taught has been lies. You're just now upset because it's being brought out. You guys are learning what we learned a long time ago, except now you're getting it like at a rapid speed, a rapid succession. Like you'll get one fact, and all of a sudden you get another fact, and you'll get another fact, and you'll get another fact, and it just bombards you every single day. And this is why none of you can ever be comfortable. The time of comfort is over. See, when a lot of the Latinos and the other groups are wanting us to come back and protest with them, you want us to continue to pretty much give you reign over our lands and our resources so that you can go back into being quiet and just enjoying everything and ignore us as a people. And just like a lot of the black people are saying, well, we're sitting this one out. You're not really sitting this one out. I said, because you keep on pushing the lie. You're still pushing the same lie that somehow had they voted for Kamala, things would have been better. So how is that really sitting on the sidelines? No, that's still pushing Psalms 83 doctrine. You're still pushing that somehow the East Indian could have saved you. You're still pushing that Psalms 83, had you voted for someone from Psalms 83, they could have saved you. You're still answering to the fact that we are black people, that we are African American. You are still continuing on with the lie. You are still trying to curse us as a people. Our own people are trying to still continuously curse us. You're still in those churches that still push that if you have if you talk about astrology, you're a witch. If you talk about witchcraft, if you're praying to your angels or acknowledging your ancestors, that you're still in witchcraft. You see what I'm saying? So you're still pushing the exact same doctrine that Psalms 83 has pushed. You're still pushing it somehow these Europeans can save us. You're still praying, you're pushing it, our vote, in this system would have saved us. So how is that exactly sitting on the sideline? You're not sitting on the sideline. You see, that stuff doesn't work anymore. It'll work on the weak-minded. But people who have the spirit will see right through that. I'm like, oh, okay. So if I voted for her, we would have been cool? If I would have voted for her, we would have been cool. It's like even in your Super Bowl yesterday, the Eagles destroyed the Chiefs. The Eagles just obliterated the Chiefs. The Chiefs just, they couldn't do anything right. Again, you're still pushing the Eagles, the Americans, destroying the Native Americans. Because that is what you still want to perpetuate, and you still hope and pray that will that's how it's going to go down. You see what I'm saying? So we said we see you. We see all the mess. We see you guys pushing Kendrick Lamar out there. Just because he mentioned that we're Israelites, all of a sudden the Hebrew Israelite community just loves Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is no different than all the other rappers. Bro, tell me something I don't know. Yeah, we know we're the Israelites. Now what? Are you talking about us we're the native people of these lands, that these are our lands? Are you talking about how we've come to the end of our destruction and now it's flipping on everybody else? No, they're still talking about, Kendrick and Drake and stuff like that. Who cares? Who cares? Just trying to, throw out a little bone. I know you probably can't say too much anyways, right? But you got old Steven out there with them too. So we understand, like I said, why aren't you guys talking about the magic that we used to have? The power that we used to have. We should be happy with just throwing out a little bone at, yo, we're the Israelites. Oh, eat that up. Yeah, yeah. Look at what he said. And does that change our position at all? We'd still be out here voting if we listen to these people. You know what I'm saying? Something else, you other nations, say, like, if you want, you keep praying for a revival, and there's going to be a revival. Here's a revival in Africa. There's a revival in South America. There's not a revival anywhere. The only revival or being awakened is us, and that is it. Yes, very few are going to come out on about any truth. So a couple of things I want to share with y'all. You know, I said the main thing is they don't care if you know that you're Israel. That's one small. You remember how we got into this truth, and we just found out we were Israel, and how crazy it was. We all, the ones that were really about this work, started studying like crazy, started reading like crazy. And then you realize that like the camps were holding you back because they said pretty much only the Bible and only our breakdowns, right? And then you had to go out on your own and start reading other things and then be dependent upon the Holy Spirit, right? But see, they're cool. That's why they set up certain groups. You can know you're Israel. That's fine, as long as you think that your lands are over there in the so-called Middle East. As long as you think that America's all going to be destroyed, you're right. They don't care about that. What they do care about is that if you find out that these are your lands, and that the Most High gave you these lands, and other things they don't want you to figure out is how you used to be before you got here, before they got here.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they don't want you to know how you were, how powerful you were, and the things that you used to use before they got here. Because then you get that information, and then you can start to use it again. And then you're going to start to get real power again. You know, so they're always talking about witchcraft, right? Witchcraft. And, you know, I was like, I don't know exactly how certain people, even in this work or in this walk, would be talking about attacking me about witchcraft when those are things that we used to do. But see, the witchcraft, they didn't know it, so therefore they didn't know how we performed the stuff that we did. Okay, they just throw everything in. They just label it all one thing because they don't want you to do it. That's it. Now, something I want to show you guys here. Let me see here. They used a pentagram. Did they ever tell you that the wise men used a pentagram to help to find Yahushai? Okay, magical diagrams. I'll leave it there so you guys can kind of check it out right there. You guys can pause it later on. But if you look at the bottom, it says the pentagram, the sign of the microcosm, okay, was held to be the most powerful means of conjuration, okay, in any rite. It may represent evil as well as good, okay? For a while, with 1 point in the ascendant, it was a sign of Christ. With 2 points, okay, in the pentagram. With 2 points in the ascendant, it was a sign of Satan. By the use of darkness, okay, were evoked. The pentagram was said to be the star which led the Magi to the manger where the infant Christ was laid. But see, they just say it's all evil because you can use it just like anything. You can use it for good and for evil. I have a hard time reading this like this. So I'll just leave it there for you guys to check it out on your own, okay? This book is An Encyclopedia of Occultism by Lewis Pence, right here. Now, I'm putting some other stuff on my other channel. I said because it's not stuff I'm going to be showing here. But there's another book. I'm going to show you the top of it here. Let's see, hold on. It's right here. Occultism and parapsychology. It's like 3 sets of this book right here. I'm going to read a little bit from one section, okay? You know, occultism, witchcraft, stuff like that. Yeah, that's why people wouldn't even be looking at. You know, oh, I'm not going to read that. That's occult stuff. That's stuff about Satan. You know, that's satanic stuff right there. I'm like, oh, okay. This stuff I'm going to be getting in on the other channel later on. But it tells you a little something right here. Let me get it real quick. But see, if they keep you just in the Bible and they just keep you doing stuff like that, then if it says occult, I'm not going to read that. That's devil worship. That's the devil. I ain't doing that. Okay. Well, that's going to keep you away from something that's called our power, the things that we used to do. We'll take a look at one part here. Why would they be talking about United States of America, North American Indians, and stuff like that in a book on the occult? Why exactly would they be talking about that? That's weird. So let me read a little bit. American Indians. Among the various native races of the American continent, the supernatural has ever flourished as universally in other parts of the world. They will be treated in the present article according to their geographic situation. Mexico and Central America have been noticed in separate articles. North American Indians. The oldest writers on the North American Indians agree that they practiced sorcery and the magic arts. So yes, North American Indians practiced sorcery and magic arts, and often attributed this power of the Indians to Satan. Just like, oh, Satan, well, if I take it this way, it's one way. If I flip it the other way, you know, one side's Satan, one side's the Most High. So what do you mean by that exactly? See, they wanted you to not use it for the Most High, but they wanted to switch it and use it for Satan. They wanted to use magic on us through the left-hand side, but then they wanted us to be sitting here with no power whatsoever. You see what I'm saying? That's what's going on right here. They know that they could use it either way. Just like the Magi could use the pentagram for good or evil, depending on how it was flipped, depending on how it was used. Okay, so again, the oldest writers on the North American Indians agree that they practiced sorcery and magic arts, and often attributed this power of the Indians to Satan. So we use it the wrong way, right? Okay. The Reverend Peter Jones, writing as late as the first decade of the 19th century, stated, "I have sometimes been inclined to think that if witchcraft still exists in the world, it is to be found among the Aborigines of America." It is to be found where? Among the Aborigines of America. Who exactly was the Inquisition going after all the time? Israelites, people who were practicing Judaism. They got over here to the Americas. Who was the Inquisitor or the Inquisitors chiefly going after? So-called Negroes, slaves. Why is that? They said, oh, well, these $5 Indians, well, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. They don't know what the hell they're doing. We're not going to worry about them. But you black people, you know exactly what you're doing. You guys have the Holy Spirit. Even though you might think that you don't know what you're doing, we know that that's the Holy Spirit. Just like that story in Jasher talking about Moses when he was a baby, and how he took the crown of the Pharaoh and put it on his own head. And they said, oh, this is an omen. This is an omen. He knows exactly what he was a baby. How would he know what he's doing? Oh, because the Holy Spirit works like that. Because that's what they do. That's what they know. They know the Holy Spirit makes us do things, and it'll be a sign. That is the difference now. That's what's going on right here. And see, so long as the Most High had the, he put us in slavery and broke us, away from the other nations, well, broke us away from our power and had us living amongst the other nations. They were able to just destroy our knowledge, make us scared. Just like some people who would attack me before about witchcraft and he's doing witchcraft. Well, this is showing you right here, that the real people of these lands, that's exactly what they were accused of. So something else I want to read here. Let me see here. Something that our people would do. They thought they went to Vegas and they did these magic tricks, and if they came up with them themselves, no, these are things that our people were already doing. It says our people here, these priests, they would allow themselves to be tied hand and foot with knots innumerable, and at a sign would shake them loose as if so many wisps of straw. They would spit fire and swallow hot coals, pick glowing stones from the flames, walk with naked feet over live ashes, and plunge their arms to the shoulder in kettles of boiling water with apparent impunity. Oh no, I thought this was all the East Indians. I thought this was things that the East Indians were doing. They were the ones that were doing all these crazy things and walking over coals and all that other stuff. This would be things that the East Indians were doing. No, this is things that were happening here in India Superior. You see what I'm saying? Here in India Superior. Yes, Tia, we've read the Nag Hammadi. We've gotten into that many a times. It's got a lot of great information. All these books have great information. If you're being led by the Spirit. So right there, you just saw they talk about if witchcraft still exists in the world, it is to be found among the Aborigines of America. So therefore, you bring your, you were attacking the people who were doing what you call witchcraft over there in Spain. And then you just bring that, that same organization, the Inquisition over here, and you want to know who the real people are, who the real Jews are, look at who the Inquisition was going after. Look who the Inquisition was going after. That lets you know who the true Israelites are. You see, and that's just one section. There's many sections. This goes into Native Americans or a lot. Okay, it goes into that a lot. But again, why would you be talking about what is it? The Native Americans being sorcerers, being magicians? Why would you be talking about that in a book like this? Doing supernatural things. I thought that was only witches and warlocks that were doing things like that. They're telling you that when they got here and they got off the boat and they got off the ship, these people were adepts. These people were, masters at all these different things. So again, all the people who used to come at me about witchcraft and don't listen to Big Judah because he's a witch and this and that. That lets you know right there who they're playing with, who they're playing for, what team they are on. They are on the team that keeps you scared of your history. That keeps you away from, hold on. There. So see, that's why I don't, like I said, all skin folk and kin folk. And when they try to tell you, don't look at this, I remember, don't look at Big Judah's channel. If you're going to be over here with me, don't be going over to Big Judah's channel. You're right. And then people would, I'm sorry, I can't listen to you anymore. I'm like, well, if you're going to let a man dictate what you read and what you study. I said, and go ahead and go to church. I said, because that's exactly where you're going. You're going right back to church. You're going right back to, being a Hebrew, a Catholic Hebrew, following the ways of man. Following the ways of man. And allowing a man to dictate what it is you read. The Holy Spirit has led me to be able to get these kinds of books and bring this information out to you, so that you won't be afraid or scared to look for things on your own. We're never alone. We always have our angels with us. The Holy Spirit is with us. They are the ones that don't have a teacher. When they tell you don't look at something or read something, they don't want you to look at it, because you're going to get questions. And then when you have questions, you're going to go and ask them, and guess what? You're not going to get any answers. They can't give you any answers. So therefore, they tell you, don't read this. Don't look at that. Don't check this out. I can't explain it to you. I don't know it. So you know what? I don't want to be put in that position that you realize that I'm an idiot and I don't know anything. So I'm just going to tell you, don't look at that. Don't read this. Don't look at that. And see, that is why these people that you see now in this world are in the position that they are in. They're in this position because they don't have a teacher. The only true teacher that we have is the Most High and the Holy Spirit, right? And the angels that come to sent to give us clarity, but it's all coming to one particular group of people. They don't even want to try to take the time to learn it, but maybe some of them could have gotten some of it. Who knows? But if you don't have the people right, if you don't have the true people of the Most High correct, then it doesn't matter what you read. You're not going to be able to, maximize what you learn. See, all these people are still wanting to make it seem, just like when they said, when the Latinos are talking about, well, you black people aren't out here helping us. You're not out here protesting with us. See, they're not even out there protesting. How much protesting did you protested a week or two ago? Have you seen them out there protesting? Like when it was Black Lives Matter, they was like, we were out there protesting with you. I was like, well, you're protesting. You just wanted to go out there and not go to work or not do this or not do that. You were stuck inside your house. You just wanted to get up out your house. You weren't doing it. None of you guys at that time were talking about the 14th Amendment. None of you guys during Black Lives Matter were talking about how, we were promised all of these benefits that we never got. No one ever brought any of that stuff out. So when you were protesting, you were still protesting to continue in the Psalms 83 matrix. That's what you were protesting for. That's what you weren't protesting to make things fair for black people. No one was doing that. You were protesting to be able to keep your perks for a little while longer. That was it. So like I said, you guys think you're slick, and that's why no one's caught these people on the whole lie. Like the black people, we're sitting this one out. You're not sitting it out. You're being used also. It's just you can't use the blastos like you used to, because we see right through the blastos too. You can't use the Europeans anymore. That shit ain't working. Okay, you can't. I'm white and I'm right, so therefore you need to listen to everything that I say and don't question me. Damn it. That shit don't work no more. So damn it, okay, keep using these black pastors, throw them out there. Yeah, we see them. We see how they, hey man, you just gotta forgive. Yeah, I know, man, they keep doing this stuff to us. We just gotta forgive. We gotta love them to death. We just gotta keep loving them. Love them, and then they're gonna change. Yeah, that stuff's not gonna work no more. Then you use the Latinos. Well, they work hard. They do this, and that. Yeah, So keep praying, keep voting so that we can all come up together. So you can, the Latinos in the same position that we are in. So, and the Asians and, the Arabs, free Palestine. They're all people of color. We all need to keep on voting so that we can make this world a better place. We're like, yeah, no, we're good on that too. Fat Joe, exactly, right? So we're like, okay, so nah, we're not doing that either. So they're like, damn it. Well, who else can we use? We can't use anybody else. He's not listening to the black preachers no more. Not listening to the people of color, and whatever else. I mean, I see Arabs all the time. They don't. I have not had any say, yeah, man, things have been horrible for you guys, man. We need to come together. I haven't seen Arabs doing any of that. Like the Asians, I haven't seen anything like, hey, we need to come together and make things better, make things right for you black people because you guys have never, had any compensation. I ain't seen any of that. Throwing all minorities together. Yeah, trying to get us to pray against our own best. No, not going to happen. Our own best interest was not voting for Kamala. Our own best interest was not giving you our power at all. But like I said, I don't see all these protests right now. Where are all these protests that they're talking about doing? They're not doing that because they know it's a wrap. They know that even if they do, what are you protesting for? Are you protesting for what? To stay here and continue getting the benefits that you didn't deserve? Is that what you're protesting for? Do you see the awakened ones are the ones that you need to convince? Not the Blassels. You guys remember, if you guys remember Lion King, this is the part that came to my mind a couple days ago. Remember how the hyenas had a chance to kill Simba? They went to the elephant graveyard, right? And Simba ended up getting away because Mufasa shows up. I love that part, And then later on, the hyenas were all together. And then Scar comes over and throws him like a zebra leg or whatever else, and they're eating the zebra leg. And he goes, I served up Simba on, a plate for you guys, and he's like, and you guys couldn't kill him. He says, well, what do you guys want to do? Kill Mufasa? But they were like, what, Scar, what do you want to do? And he was like, pretty much like, Scar, yeah, we know you're a lion, but you're just like us. Yeah, I know you're a lion too, but you ain't Mufasa. Like your old boy said, just say Mufasa, Mufasa. He got all scared. Just his name brings power, right? Just say that name, and that just brings fear. Just that name. But the point was that the hyenas were like, Scar, man, you ain't like Mufasa. You just like us. You ain't the man. I says you are just like us. You are a lion in name only. You don't have that kind of power, right? Exactly. Say it again, right? That's what it is with us. You guys trying to get Blassels to agree with you and support you and go out and you want them to protest with you, they don't have the power. They're not the Mufasa in this bitch no more. I said, that's not who they are. They're the Scars who are just the same as the hyenas. They're not like that. So you guys getting a Blassel to say something that's like Scar saying something and it doesn't carry the same weight as Mufasa. Exactly. Scar was nothing but a sad knockoff, right? And that's exactly what these Blassels are now. When they turned away from the Most High and they turned away from the laws, statutes, and commandments, and they went ahead and they joined themselves with you, they walked away from the power. They walked away from being Mufasas in this bitch again. Now they stuck being hyenas just like you. So them voting for Kamala had absolutely nothing to do with being able to save our people. All she was going to do was continue to let all these people keep coming in here, right? And continue to steal my resources. So understand this, that there's a big difference between us Israelites. You got the real ones and you got the scarred up ones. The real ones are the ones you need to be convincing. Scar don't mean anything. You can keep Scar right on over there. Great seeing you, Sister True Royal. Thank you for that video, that email about the planes crashing into each other. Exactly. Kamala was not part of this table whatsoever. Another plane crash in Arizona. That's crazy. Yep, Scar put out that bad fruit and got dealt with. Exactly. Exactly. So like I said, We are the ones now who are running this. It's not going to be just any and every black person. That's what y'all been trying to. That's why y'all push the whole all Negroes are Judah. Yeah. No. Nope. That's not gonna fly. You know what I'm saying? And even still, like you guys are still talking about using black people, Africans, to even like make points. It says, brother William shut me this. I'm going to show this one about the South African dudes about taking stuff back that wasn't yours in the first place. I said, this is about South Africa. I'm thinking here. I said, but think on the scale of Turtle Island. Think of the scale of Turtle Island. Like these people are so mentally destroyed that they think that they stole stuff from us and that they should be compensated when it's taken back. Let me make sure I got this right here. Hold on.
Theft, no more, no less. So he believes you can't. He believes it's theft. Just taking land from someone is theft. No more, no less. So he believes you can't, no matter how bad the injustices were in the past, you can't fix it by grabbing.
And that is madness. How does taking my car, which you stole from you, become a theft? You steal my car, I come and take it. I find it, I take it. In Tara's mind, that is theft. I mean, that is insane. We're not stealing anything. We're taking what is rightfully ours. But I'm not taking my car and leaving you stranded. I give you a ride. This is my car, I'm taking it.
Without compensation. How are you getting a ride?
No, I'm giving you a ride. We're driving together. I won't leave you here stranded. Yes. Why should I compensate a criminal? You steal my car, you want money from me to buy it. You're committing more crime by wanting me to buy from you.
Because that was one of the fundamental. He believes it's theft. Just taking land from someone is theft.
I'm saying, like, these people's minds, like, you need to compensate us. You're not getting a ride from me. Anyways. So, what the hell? You see what I'm saying? Like their mindset, I said, it makes no sense. I stole all of your stuff. We want it back, but you need to compensate the ones who stole it all. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. But see, like the stuff going on, they talk about in these other countries. I said they're just it's a small microcosm of what's going to be happening here. You know what I'm saying? It's a small microcosm of what's going to be happening here. I want to show some of Sister Lisa's video. Let me grab it real quick. When he was talking about, hold on.
I'm just saying.
Sister Lisa's video with all the people.
So, I'm dead.
Hold on, that's not the one.
Hints of deportation.
Sister Lisa, great video. I'm gonna use a little bit of this one.
Gomez put out a video. She was weeping because her people are being deported. She's Mexican. And her people are being deported, and she recently did a video where she's crying. And she got dragged so bad, she ended up taking the video down. But you know how it is on the internet. Once you put something out here, it is out here forever.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter that she took it down. People still got the video, and they are showing the video. So I want you to listen to what she's saying, and Tom Holman actually responds to her.
I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry. All my people are getting attacked. The children. I don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything I've.
Okay. So she put this out.
Where were all of these tears from these other nations? when our people were going through all of this. See, that's the problem. You guys anything that you guys are talking about, you having to go through, we've been going through it for hundreds of years and no one's cared. Talking about children and the way they're treating the children, look at the way they've treated our children. Talking about women, what they've done to the women, and raping the women, doing whatever they've been, sex trafficking, what have they been doing to our people? See, this is the testimony that the Most High has against everyone. Let me continue.
A few days ago, people weren't very kind, and she took it down. She got dragged. So recently, Tom Holman, he came out and he responded. Now, Tom Holman,
don't know if you've had a chance to see a video that has been going viral over the past hour or so.
Fair
We're still
use.
working to clear it and show
Fair
it. In fact,
use.
the Hollywood celebrity who posted it has now deleted it. I think
Fair
because probably
use.
she faced a lot of backlash for it, noting even the New York Times and Fox News polls show that a majority of American respondents are in favor of deportations of criminals and gang members. She posted a video sobbing. She was crying in it. She said, "All my people are getting attacked," with the picture of a Mexican flag. Again, she has now taken that down. But what do you say to those who are out there saying that these are everyday people, these are families that are being attacked and dragged out of their homes? How do you respond to that?
I don't think we arrested any families. We've arrested public safety threats and national security threats, bottom line. And look, President Trump won the election on this one issue, securing our border and saving lives. What happened on our southern border last 4 years is the biggest national security threat this country's seen, at least in my lifetime, because we got over 2 million known gotaways. We got a 600% increase in sex trafficking. We got a record number of terrorists crossing the border on the terrorist watch list. We have 250,000 Americans die from fentanyl coming across the open border. We're going to do this job, and we're going to enforce the laws of this country. If they don't like it, then go to Congress and change the law. We're going to do this operational apology. We're going to make our community safer. We're going to save. Once we lock that border on continuous operation, you're going to see fentanyl deaths decrease, illegal alien crime decrease, sex trafficking decrease. It's just all for the good of this nation, and we're going to keep going. No apologies.
yes.
And
So
they did talk about, like, well, you're separating families. And he goes, well, the family can go with them if they want. That's how you fix the problem. I was like, so you got to understand, like, the times that we're in. Like, there is no going back to how things used to be. That is, I think, what a lot of the people are having a hard time with. They're having a hard time with thinking that things are going to go back, and they're going to be able to continue to put us at the bottom and forget about us, right? And we're going to be able to enjoy everything again. Like, that is not going to happen. I mean, that's not in the cards anymore. The only way that you guys were able to enjoy everything was pretty much because we were asleep. But as you can see, we are not asleep, and the thing is that we're getting stronger. We're not getting weaker. We're getting stronger.
Responsibility for the
You know what I'm saying? We're getting stronger. That information right there in that book that I just showed you guys from the occult books, showing you that the original natives were practicing witchcraft. They had all these spiritual powers. They had all this knowledge, understanding of the stars and plants and everything else. That means that's just more confirmation of the magic that the Most High is returning to our people. The understanding from the other books, people always want to say, like, I know everything, but not even studying. I'm sorry. I mean, hey, maybe you're further along than me, but I need to use books in order to get some direction and things like that. And then the Spirit also works with me and giving more understanding. But everybody learns differently. The planets have already told you that things are not going back. Pluto making that 248-year cycle. You had 248 years to enjoy. You had more than that to enjoy my resources. You've had 248 years. The last 248 years to enjoy all of these great things. You had also that time to treat us right, to at least treat us with some type of dignity, and you didn't. And you didn't. You had an opportunity to treat us right, to acknowledge that we fought for your civil rights, and you didn't. And that's exactly it. Witchcraft was just a label for anything they couldn't explain. That's exactly it. Great point. Now I'm going to play a little bit of this video here from Star Trends. Just so you can hear, like, it's like all the black people are on code also. Like, they're not talking about the black people that didn't vote. They're talking about the ones that did vote and how a lot of the Latinos voted against their own best interest. They're trying to control this takedown. They know that they have to give everything back, but they're trying to control it by saying, well, hey, you wouldn't have had to give all this stuff back if you would have voted for Kamala like we did. No, it wouldn't matter who you voted for, because you're not going to be able to keep the stuff that you got, because the Most High's chosen people have served their punishment. We have been risen up again by our power once again, and the sign of Pluto going back into Aquarius and now bringing all this information out is all showing you that there is no going back. It's not that you didn't vote for Kamala and that's why you're in a position that you're in. It's because the Most High has now raised up his people and he's taken away the blessing from you. That's why they keep trying to always control what's going on. They're always trying to control the narrative. So let me play a little bit of this video here. Came up like from like 7 hours ago from Star Trends. Hispanic woman goes off on black people. Okay, it's pretty funny here.
Every 5 seconds, a freaking video about calling out black people to come and help.
To turn us, and then when we say something, you're quick to play games. You're quick to forget when black people, because y'all are quick to.
I'll be right back.
I think it's funny how everybody's true colors are coming out, especially the black people, because y'all are quick to forget what country you guys flee to shelter when you were slaves. You're quick to forget when Black Lives Matters movement was happening, who was right there next to y'all. You're quick to forget that every time you guys are out there protesting for your rights, who's right there next to y'all. Now you're out here making videos talking about, like, let's sit this one down. But you're also quick to turn us. And then when we say something, you're quick to play the victim card and say, well, you're being, when you're starting it. But, you know, to each their own.
So actually, Mexico was our country in the first place. So when they're going, it's not your country. That's what you guys don't seem to grasp. And then you treated all of the Afro and indigenous as if they didn't even have any rights. So you make it sound like when they went to Mexico, you guys treated them fairly over there. I was like, please, you look like you're European yourself. What the hell are you talking about? You see what I'm saying? Like that, you guys make it sound like you guys welcome the black people with open arms over there, and you've treated them fairly when you have not. And she's lying anyway. She don't know what the hell she's even talking about, but whatever. Let's continue with a couple more videos.
No, because somebody needs to come educate her. Because you know how many times we've been riding with y'all? You know how many times y'all went out protesting for your rights and we were right there next to y'all?
Why is everybody on our ass? Every 5 seconds, a freaking video about calling out black people to come and help. Why are you always looking for us to help? In the past, we've always helped. We're always at the forefront of everything. For everyone. But last year, you guys made it a point to tell black people to stay out of your business. All the while, we were trying to convince you about what was going to happen if you voted for that man. The day to come together was November 5th. If you had done what we asked you to do, then we wouldn't be here today. So why don't you call out your own people that didn't vote? Call out your own people that voted for Trump. And call out your own people that voted third party. Those are the people that you should, not us. We knew the assignment. As a whole, we did what we were supposed to do. Before you call us out to help, why don't you call all the other minority groups? It seems like nobody has to do anything if a black person isn't involved. We're always doing all the heavy lifting. We're always paving the way for other minority groups. We're always paying in blood. Now we choose to sit this one out. Because when it comes down to it, nobody is ever there for us when it matters.
To the Hispanic community, the entire Hispanic community, specifically those that are making posts and doing videos asking, why isn't the black community showing up? Why isn't the black community protesting with you? Why is the black community not supporting you? The black community supported you. The black community overwhelmingly went into the voting booth on November 5th to vote in our best interest and yours.
Now, voting for our best interest on November 5th was voting for Kamala, voting to continue Psalms 83, voting to continue to give benefits to everybody except for the true people of the Most High. That just shows you how even these people are like, how is that helping you guys? These people owe us quadrillions of dollars. They owe us all of the land back. They owe us, hundreds of years of free labor. But you want us to vote for Psalms 83 to continue? So for what exactly? So which best interest were you talking about voting for between those two candidates? I voted for the Most High because he's got way better. He's got just us set up. He's got just us for us set up. But see, you as a Psalms 83 blassel, you don't have that option to come back over on this side apparently. So the blessed option was to continue to allow Kamala to go ahead and keep giving our benefits to other people and give the blassels some crumbs.
Your fight is not with black people and the black community. Your fight is with these Hispanics.
Press conference in Doral Monday, Venezuelan Americans denounced the Trump administration and South Florida Republicans.
More than betrayed. Beyond betrayed. They used us. They actually, during the campaign, and I don't want to make this political, but during the campaign, the elected officials from the Republican Party, they actually told us that he was not going to touch the documented people.
Imagine talking about political issues, but you don't want to make it political. How, Sway? But that explains why.
Why are you crying to us about them lying to you? We've been telling you that these people lie about absolutely everything. That's a great point, Brother Sly. Buyer's remorse. We've been telling you these people lie about everything. But see, so long as they only lied to the black people, you didn't care. So long as they kept lying to us. No, I didn't see that with the white tears, Dr. Shannon. Wow. You know what I'm saying? But that's the whole thing. You guys didn't care. We've been getting lied to this whole time, and no one has cared. Now the lies have switched to, hey, they told us they weren't going to touch us, and now that they're touching you, now it's, oh, we understand what you black people have been going through. No, you don't. You have no idea what we've been going through. All you've been doing is just ignoring. You see how we've been treated unfairly, and you've just been ignoring us. Ignoring what we say, ignoring our complaints. No more. I understand what you guys are going through. Nope. You will, though, when you go through about, 800 to 1,000 years of free labor, slavery, having your children sold, as in Joel chapter 3, having your families torn apart, like that. Having to, do all the same things that we've gone through. When you go that for about 800 years, 1,000 years, then you can come and tell me about how, oh, now I understand. Because you don't understand anything yet. You don't understand anything yet. Just think about that. Us fighting for your rights, you getting all the rights, and then not caring that we didn't get anything. Watching how the Europeans and Psalms 83 have all lied to us about everything. So it's like I said, you don't know yet having everything you have taken away from you. Everything you think you have taken away from you. So then you can talk to me about how it is.
They watched a man for years out on the campaign trail talk about mass deportations and how they were going to be bloody. And they thought that he was going to do that to the other Hispanics, the other brown and black people, not to them. Imagine believing a lying liar. That's what they did. They believed a lying liar. But wait, there's more. There's this type of Hispanic.
You're a Mexican American.
Yes.
What do you think about Trump's border policy?
I love it. I love it. I'm 100% for it.
Do you know anybody that crossed the border without applying for a green card?
Oh, yes. Unfortunately, I have met family members that did. Cousins, nephews, nieces.
Because those people might be deported if Donald Trump wins.
That's okay. That's okay.
How long have they been here for?
Years, like 20, some like 30 years.
And so you think the members of your own family who've been here for 30 years should be deported?
Yeah. Yes. I mean, they can be deported, but they can also apply to come back again to the United States, but do it the right way.
How do you think they would feel about you saying that?
Oh, they would be very angry. They are angry at me right now. They don't talk to me because I support Trump.
We will begin the largest deportation operation in the history of our country.
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there is. Families can be deported together.
It's okay.
Your fight is with your own people, not with black people. We went into the voting booth where it really
voting booth
counted,
again.
with you in mind. Your people went into the voting booth and voted for Trump.
Me seeing all of these posts of people saying, well, where are all the blacks?
This is the last one I'm going to show right here. But like I said, the only option for black people was to vote for Kamala. If you didn't vote for her, then there was no other help that you could get. As if somehow the Most High, that wasn't an option. But really, for the Blasels, it's not an option. That's why they never bring it up. It's not an option for Blasels. This one's a good one.
Where's all the black people that we helped? Where are they? You know, I want y'all to pay attention to the differences. When black people riot behind other minorities, when we protest, we do so with genuine intentions. We do so out the kindness of our heart. You guys that have that mindset, take little nice gestures that you have done for black people, you use it as tools, as leverage to act entitled and to act as if black people owe you everything. There are other ethnic groups, and for some reason, all you see is where are the blacks? Why are the black Americans? You would think that we are the only group of people that exist that can help. Those specific individuals who agree with that and who conduct themselves in that manner hyperfixate on black Americans because they never had genuine intentions from the start. And even with the anti-blackness, black people are still running to their aid. Black people are still going above and beyond, and they don't see that. I am not happy about anything that's taking place, but I do want to see more of the anti-blackness being addressed. I do want black people to leave leverage and room for them to be there for us the same way we are there for them. Because as y'all can see, a lot of them are more upset at blacks than their own community for voting the way they did and selling them out. So with all due respect, stop fixating on the blacks. Talk about the browns that voted the way they did.
Other groups of people are mad.
So, and that's it. But even still, Blasels don't have the option of coming back to the Most High. So therefore, they're all in that whole realm of, well, we got to vote for one of these guys. Which one's best? Which one's better? You see what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. Neither of them were for us. This is why when they say the blacks, they're trying to get the remnant within the remnant who actually really has power, who actually has sway with the Most High. They want them to be voting or out here praying for them and showing up and wanting us to vote in their elections. Because the few of us are the ones that the Most High has a connection with. And now that we didn't participate, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And exactly, I'm not interested because I'm not interested in this system continuing and keeping my people at the bottom. So, to the family, continue doing your magic. Continue, talking to your angels, talking to your, your family, your spirit family. Continue, doing your tarot. Continue doing everything that we can. Continue sending out your angels because, I said, all praises to the Most High. Just opening my eyes to be able to see the whole things with the so-called black people who keep on talking about us having to vote, and then we did our job. All we had to do was vote. We had to vote to continue Psalms 83. Well, you still voted to continue Psalms 83. It didn't matter which one. But see, now, every day, things are getting nothing but worse. Why is that? Because we have not been recompensed. You have not given us our justice. You have not returned back the things that belong to us. So therefore, we're going to continue to send our angels out to you every single day. And as you can see, everyone here around here in this world no one is happy. They haven't been happy for years, but you can see now it's even worse. It's even worse. We can see through all of your BS very easily now. These people are not happy anymore. And they can't trick us into giving them our power anymore. They can't trick us to give them our power. So you guys want to try to get some mercy, start returning what is owed to us. Not to the Blastos. Don't be giving it to Scars. Don't be trying to give it to the Scars. You're going to give it to the Mufasas. You're going to give it to the ones that the Most High has raised up. That's who you're going to return everything to. Trying to give it to a Blasto, he's with you. He's a Scar, hanging out with the hyenas. You're going to exactly be running our stuff back. You might as well get started, because I said things are not going to get any better for you. And exactly, I've never seen any of these groups standing next to us. And individuals here and there, definitely. But as a whole, no. But it's too late. There is not going to be any. Only people that are going to go out here and are going to protest are going to be vassals and blassels. People on this. That's like the same team fighting against each other. Then that's all that it is. You're going to be taking them vassals with you. You're going to be taking those blassels with you too. We don't want them here. They don't get to enjoy these lands anymore. Most High has you marked already. So you just understand that. We're going to tribe, man. We're going to manifest as a tribe now. So let's make sure that we continue to do that. Continue working on ourselves. That is what we need to concentrate on. Because like I said, as we produce the good fruit, the Most High clears out the land of the ones producing bad fruit. As you can see, the vast majority of this world is producing nothing but bad fruit. But hey, good tribe trying to use the Blassels to get us to think that voting was going to be able to fix this. Yeah, we see through all that now. That's why that book was so important. The Brother Moriel and Brother Sly brought out, talking about the Pacific slave trade and the vassals and the people fighting to become white. All you guys went to court to be white. Remember? You guys fought to not be Negro. You did not want to be considered Negro. You want to be considered white. Well, this is what happens at the end. That's why you got Scars hanging out with the hyenas. The vassals are the hyenas. Scars are the blassels that walked away from the Most High. Neither group does the Most High care about. That's why he did not awaken them, because he knows their actions in the past. Great hanging out with everybody. Much love. Shalom.